Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? So, I don't know. I do know, but this is what I'm actually talking about. I know plenty of times I speak on why do I solo queue or this or that about rank or rainbow in itself. But this is an actual video, an actual video. I'm kind of holding in my laugh because I'm smiling, but this isn't an actual video on me, where is my head at in Siege. So first and foremost, before I say anything, this video is strictly unranked. Every single clip you see, it is unranked. So I don't want to hear no bullshit in the comments. You're playing quick match. Bro, don't get me started with that bullshit, bro. Y'all think Siege is so bad of a clip only because it's not ranked. What? You can have a new player get an ace on quick match. You would call that clip trash. Bro, that's a new person. Regardless where it happened at, that mother trucker got an ace. You know what I'm saying? If it's not ranked, I do not care. That shit's weird to me. But anyways, this and also then too, my main reason I was saying that because beforehand, before I actually get into the video, all these videos are just trash ass clips because purposely I was trying to get good clips to post this, but you say, you know what? I don't care. I'm finna actually show these people how bad I could be at this game. But dopamine. This video is about Rainbow Six Siege dopamine, or you would say it better, dopamine of Rainbow Six Siege, or the power of dopamine in Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know, but whatever finds my attention, I'll title it that. But what is the main big difference between a crackhead and someone who has dopamine in Siege? And you know the example I'm going to use, Z-Dog. I've said it a lot, this guy, he has the zoomies. He's an exciting dog. He just has the zoomies. But the thing I've noticed differently about dopamine, well, I can't really speak for everyone else, but like I said, I have clips to kind of be in it in the way that I can speak in a broader way, a broad way. So it's like this. I'm gonna begin. It's like this. Dopamine in Siege is kind of you wanting that rush, you know? It's like that candy. It's like that candy feeling. When a kid gets too much candy, that kid just he's going crazy. But it's not like a crackhead. It's he's focused, but he can't be too focused at something. It's a constant it's in this name itself, dopamine, you know? So it's you're gonna want all this attention span from one little thing. But in Siege, it's just your mind can literally, well, for me, my mind could literally see what is about to happen. But I refuse to pay attention to it because it lowers my dopamine. It lowers me from actually rushing in and being crazy. And the thing is too, with that, it makes me not want to drone. I hate droning when I have a dopamine rush. It's I want to go in, go out. And the thing too, where I left out, when you have this rush, you want everything to be perfect. It's if you're getting Ash, you're gonna want to rush with Ash and get every kill. But you can't. It's just in that rush, it makes you not even watch cams. It's at most you would probably flicker through your teammates or go on your phone. It's once you die, the game is over. You don't care anymore, you know? And then if shit go crazy, the only thing you do is complain. But that's the thing that's so different about a complainer and someone who actually has that rush. And I'm not gonna get deep into it, but that's a mind of a solo queuer. Like I said, I'm not gonna get deep into it, but that's a mind of a solo queuer. But back to it. It's like, bro, like you complain when your teammates do some bull ass shit. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Why did you do that? Who told you to do that shit? You know what I'm saying? And you would want to like actually play for that person, but it's like you can't because what the fuck, bro? I had popcorn. Literally, I don't know why I had popcorn, but yeah, I did. But it's like you would want to play for that person, and it's like, bro, I can't play for this person, so I might as well just guide them. And you know what's so fucked up? And you know what's so fucked up about it? I can't even speak. Is pissing me off. You know what's so fucked up about that shit too? You can guide a bot player exactly what you want them to do. It's like, bro, come here, get this, do that. They can't even do that right. That's one thing. But the another thing too is like you can let a bot do what they want. They will live for the longest time. The moment you ask a bot to help you out, they die or they don't understand. It's like, what do you think, bro? Like, what do you think? Like, what the fuck do you think? You know? And it's 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 not even like about the big deal about them being a bot. It's like, bro, you literally slower my dopamine, bro. It's like, bro, like, can you do a little bit faster? Like, can you like I said, like with someone like with me, with my dopamine rush on Siege, I'm either, bro, I'm not joining shit. Like, I do not care. Like, my mind is gonna tell me someone is gonna be here, and I check it. And if someone's there, they're there. You know, like minus a drone, I'm not going to use a drone. I do not care what nobody says. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what's going on. I'm not using a drone. But after that dopamine slows down and then turns to like actual gameplay, and then I do a bit better. And speaking of gameplay, I haven't played comp, aka ranked, in a couple months. So I do kind of use it as an excuse to why I do dumb shit like this. Because it's like, bro, like I don't need to fucking drone. I don't need to like wait for shit. I know what they're gonna like. I just know what they're going to be doing. So it's like, might as well just play off of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get the urge to like be like, oh yeah, you're weird, you're cheating, or you're just rushing in, or you just whatever, blah blah blah. Like, bro, I don't care at the end of the day, cause like I just know, like, and if it's not me just knowing, it's just me having that feeling. If it's me not having that feeling, I'm gonna drone. You know, like my last resort is me droning, but normally it's supposed to be your first resort. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna drone, bro. I'm gonna rush right in. I'm gonna get this rush going, bro. Like, like you lose it, keep up the loser, bro. Just come on, bro. But the real big, I guess you can say, not the problem, like the big orb around a person with a dopamine rush on Siege, is the fact that they need it to be executed. You know, like I said, we want to make everything perfect. We want the rush to happen now, but we need it to be perfect. Perfect in a way that we, I keep saying we, but I'm gonna say me now. Like with me, it's like what I mean by perfect, I want it to actually happen how I thought about it in my head. So when that rush happens, there's no delay, there's no lollygag, there's no one in my way to be like, bro, like no, there's no excuses basically to be like, I didn't know that, because once again, I planned it in my mind, you know, like, bro, I'm not joking. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's like you can see it from a point of view from a bot. It's like, why not drone? But when you see a good player not droning, you don't complain because that's a good player. What else can he do but not drone? He's gonna have IQ, hella IQ. So it's like, why drone? You know. But anyways, it's like that's what I mean by perfect. Like I want it to like actually happen. I want it to actually happen like I imagined it, you know? So it's like it's me not trying to like retrieve or like loosen or like regain thought on like what can I do next, you know? Because once that happens, it's a whole clusterfuck, you know, like you have bad aim or like, I mean, for me, like I'm having bad aim because like when I think too much on something that I know it was about to happen, it's insane. But thing too, to touch on bots on this topic, they do kind of play a big role because normally in comp, well, aka rank, pushes from attackers, they do a certain push. Like they do certain things. But with these AIs, it's so hard to like find these motherfuckers because they just don't want to get inside the building. It's like, what are you afraid of? It's like, I'm not gonna lie, this literally talks about all the clips on this video because I'm like, bro, what the fuck did I just watch? I'm like, you, I'm sorry. It's like you just shot the fucking camera. FYI, I'm not sorry, YouTube. You just shot the fucking camera. And then you break down the barricade and you're still outside? What was the point of doing that? So in my mind, I know this push is about to happen. And you're waiting. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, F timing. You're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting. A drone finally comes fucking through. My fucking guy, there's there's no time for you left to drone. You have to get inside the building. And somehow I'm dying because of fucking R6 timing. It's like, what the fuck? My guy, like you literally broke down the barricade. You stopped the camera. You waited 2, 4, 5 minutes and then you started the drone. What is stopping you from actually getting inside the building? What is the issue? What is the issue? I don't care what it is. Rank, unranked, quick match, standard. Bro, what is stopping you from getting inside the actual building and actually getting in contact with enemies? What's stopping you? What is it? But anyways, back to my fucking topic. It's like the rush. That's the big thing I want to push on that. Like the dopamine rush is crazy. And it's not crackhead status because with crackheads, you, like I said, like it's something with the mental. You're just going, you know, like you pop a bean, you up, you know, and you can't get down. But with a dopamine rush, you make the dumbest decisions ever. You do the dumbest shits. And when you do the dumbest shits, something like this here, the dumbest shits happen to you. What the fuck did I just watch? What did I just watch? Remember what I said? All these clips are just trash ass, bookie ass, lame ass, dumb ass clips. You know? And if you don't know, look at my bio. It literally says I post siege butts. You know? They're all trash, you know? So it's like I just can't get enough of it. But to really defend myself, not to say that, well, that means you're trash. Shut up. No, I can't speak. Blah. No, it doesn't. What it means is I have this thing in my brain called a dopamine. And it puts me in a state of mind where me actually taking my time slows down my attention span, you know? And it makes perfect sense because think about it. When you're on your drone phase, you're on your phone watching TikTok. Why is your attention span so low? But same thing with this. Like I'm not doing anything super like cool. I'm just not droning. Like I'm gonna drone in what I'm going to like cover and then I'm pushing to execute where I'm going, you know? It's like I did here. I'm gonna drone this staircase because someone's gonna probably sit there. But reality, I'm not gonna actually check it. I'm just having my drone check it, you know? And I'm going forward. That's that, you know? There's no time being wasted there. Like my mind wanted to do that. And that's the thing that with dopamine rush is like, is your mind willingly wanting to like do it? Like does your mind really want to take that time out of your literally day to actually think for two seconds am I allowed to drone? You know? And it might sound crazy, but it's like it is actually true. And for me personally, like my dopamine rush, it's crazy. Like everything happens for a reason, but it's like these bots, they make it like they don't make it like I feel like they're like glitches in the fucking matrix. It's like these guys don't know what they're doing, but they're literally glitching the fucking game. Like it makes no sense because you wouldn't want to put yourself in a position where you're about to die or you're going to die, and then the boss like then the boss like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here all game. What? What? You can die from that. And then with the fuses, it's like they fuse the spot where that bot is actually sitting at, and then they have no choice but to run like fucking roaches, and they end up dying in the crossfire. It's like, why did you sit there for the whole entire match? And then the moment you get spotted, you just freak out. I would too. Just don't sit there. Don't sit there all fucking day, you know? But really and truly, just like having the dopamine, bro, like it it like I can say this like once again it it really falls under me being a solo queuer. I'm not gonna get into that. That'd be another video, but it really falls under of me really not caring. It's like I can care less about what you know, but I know what I know, you know? At the end of the day, I'm gonna always pay attention to my surroundings and what is about to happen, you know? It's like there's nothing in the world where you can say that you know everything in Siege. That's why you don't cheat because you're so smart, like you're so good, you know? But then again with cheaters, they're lazy as hell. They don't even want to have the knowledge to actually know someone is playing a certain spot or have the knowledge that someone is actually like good or bad, because you can never tell the difference because you're cheating, you know? So in a way that when you see people move so quickly, it's like don't assume they're cheating. It's probably not dopamine. It's probably not a crackhead activity. It's just them being really, really, really good, you know? And there's nothing else you can defend yourself on but saying like, you know, GG's outlaws fair and square, you know? Like, bro, no one's cheating, no one's hacking, no one's doing anything. You just your mindset is based on average players. And once you meet a good player, you think everything is so perfectly good, they're cheating. You just met your first good player. You can literally be that person without cheating. Literally, if you just take your time and try. You know what I'm saying? And that does fall under dopamine only because that's a attention span. You don't want to take your time to drone because you cheat. You don't want to take your time to actually check corners because you cheat. You don't want to take your time to do anything because you're lazy, and that's why you cheat. So it's like you can't escape the allegations because you're a fucking loser. Point blank period. But only the end, my main reason to say that because it's like, bro, you don't have to do what you do just to complain and then get no gain, you know? And gain in Siege comes a long way. That's kills. That's elo. That's teammates not talking shit about you because you suck. That's you being trusted. That's you planting bomb. That's you droning. See, I can go on and 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 on. But once again, all of that in my eyes, it falls under dopamine because it's all about attention span. Span, you know? How long are you willing to do something without even thinking about it, you know? Like, how long are you willing to hold that thought, hold that game plan, or hold that execution for your team to actually be with you? And once again, that's a solo queue mindset. So it's like you can't really blame yourself or the person you're playing with. You have to blame their mindset. And I always say this every time. Siege is a mental game. So it's not about them, well, them, the bots. When I tell you with the bots, it's not about them taking their time. It's about them doing it and why they're doing it, you know? Because look at this example. Like me, I make a breach knowing what I'm doing for the breach. I'm looking through the breach. Look at this nigga Zero. Sorry, YouTube. Look at Zero. Not the fact that he just completely dropped. Bro, if this was higher ranks, you're not doing that shit. You're droning. You're peeking that hatch. You're trying to get intel off the hatch. I don't care what's going on. You're peeking the hatch, you're droning the hatch, or you're just opening the hatch to have that time so they can't cross. You know? And it makes perfect sense for these bots because they don't want to take the time out to actually know what they're doing, you know? It's like you may be confused about, okay, I have bomb and blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, cool. But if you make this hole, what are you going to do with that? No, I don't know. Then why make the hole if you don't know? Well, I see it on TikTok. What the fuck? You seen it on TikTok and you copied it and you don't even know why you're doing it. Okay, you got it. But TMI, this clip right here, I'm next time I make a video, I'm gonna make sure I hear these guys talking. This mother trucker, I'm gonna keep it PG possible. This mother trucker, he was telling me he was on garage door. And I got to typing. It wasn't TOS, I typed it normally, but he's telling me garage door. I'm like, there's no way, because how did Zero get knocked if he's at garage door? And he couldn't swing that fast. Why? Because I sent a drone in there. He could have not been in garage door because I sent a drone in there. And the reason why I was looking forward, like before I dropped the hatch, I was looking the opposite way because something told me, did he reset? Because he killed bro upstairs. I'm like, did he reset? Like, is he gonna come back up here again? So I went the same way he was going. But come to find out, he wasn't there. So I was like, okay, he has to be somewhere else. And then come to find out, he was literally in sight on the bomb. I'm like, that's not garage door. He was saying he's near garage door. Don't say near garage door. I'm gonna peek garage door. And then reality, he was on the bomb. Like, what the fuck? That was weird. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, that, like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit really irked my nerves. Like, that play right there. But anyways, I'm not going off topic. I'm making everything a sequence, but hear this. You may wonder, why the hell do you have iron sights? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I might do like my no attachment video. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know when though, but I'm not gonna lie. The 3 operators I like, both sides. Ash, Maverick, and Azami. Like, there's no other operators I'm gonna pick if I'm not defending, attacking. I'm gonna pick Ash, what's his name? Mav, and Azami. That's it. And you may think, why do I have Ash and Mav with no iron sights? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not doing no challenge. I'm not trying to test my eyesight, none of that. It's a personal choice, literally. I couldn't even tell you why. Like, I just want to, you know? So, but I'm not like, with Maverick, it's the M4, and the M4 is on Call of Duty. So when I see the M4, I see Call of Duty iron sight. Like, what can go wrong? You know, it's literally from COD, you know? So that's why. And like the R4C, it kind of looks cool in a way, but that's just, like I said, I couldn't even tell you why. It's a preference. Like, I just feel like doing it, you know? Certain weapons though, but I just like doing it. But anyways, back to this. Really and truly, like, with the dopamine rush in like a player's brain, it does drift you away from the reality of you have to do what you're supposed to do. And that doesn't fall under planting or like call outs or pinging. It's about, bro, if you're a certain operator, you have that dopamine rush, you're not going to do anything for the team. And I know all of you guys can say you guys don't do shit if you have that rush. Bro, if you have Ace, you're not gonna ace no wall. You're using Ace for his weapon. And literally all it is for like the dopamine, you're only using the operator for their weapon. Literally. And you're being selfish with your gadgets. Literally. You know? So You can't say, "Oh, I don't do that." Reality, you do. You know, you don't even know it. So it's like, yeah, you do that, bro. But and really and truly, is like with that dopamine, it can honestly mess you up. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like plenty of times like it really messed me up in a way that I don't want to do certain shit because it's gonna make me play slower. Like I don't want to play slower. Like I kid you not, I was playing like half of the day today, and then literally my fingers were like, before I played the game, my fingers were shaking. Not bad, but they were like shaking, like I wanted to do something with my fingers, you know? It sounds crazy, but like I wanted to do something. And that's why like you just see this crackhead slash crazy activity, like I'm just spinning around doing bullshit, like just pushing shit, just wanting to move, you know, like I can't sit still. Like I'm getting the itches, bro. Like I just like I can't, you know? Like it sounds crazy to say, but hey bro, like that's how I feel. It's like, bro, it's not something that you want to take lightly because for a good player like myself, because I'm a good player, a good player that has a good amount of dopamine, I'm telling you, they're gonna fuck you over. Like they're gonna. It's like I only say similar to Uzi because he is like a motherfucking hybrid. He's a hybrid, so it's like he can do it all, bro. But like similar to him is like, bro, like he's going in with intent. That's the biggest thing too about that activity with the dopamine is intent. I'm not going to rush in sight just to peek corners to think that you're there. Hell no. If I think you're there, I'm going to shoot and pre-fire you. And if you're there, I'm killing you. You know? So it's like, don't hope or bet on someone to rush and get all the kills. No, because I guarantee you they're gonna die because they're not thinking the right way. They're thinking someone's not here, but reality, someone's there. And you know what's crazy too? For me, when I'm in dopamine phase, you know how like you can hear people like on their camera, they get on and off, they like move, they fidget, bro. If I'm rushing in and I hear you, but my brain is already focused on this push quick enough, I'm gonna ignore you. Like trust me, I'm gonna ignore you. If my corner of my eye sees something weird, like a body, like a limb, I'm gonna ignore you. If my brain cannot slow down enough to process you there and actually get you before I actually execute my push, I will ignore you. Like I don't care what you're doing. I will ignore you. So the thing is like, bro, he's right there. I know that. I don't care about him. I'm going straight forward. Like, fuck what he doing. I'm going to what I'm going to do now. Like, my brain wants this done. Not to kill one person, not the drone because I gotta call out that he died downstairs. Oh, I'm Ash. I get called out. I have to slow down. No, no, no. I'm not slowing down for shit. If he dies, you're dying by him, and you best a buck kill him, because if I know it's a Caviar and you get interrogated, you fucking suck. Like I don't suck, you suck. Cause like bro, like what are you doing, bro? Like ignore him. But to really bring in the dopamine on me now, I know plenty of times I talked about what type of player I am, but the player I actually am, I'm a hybrid. I am not lazy, but I'm a quick thinker, you know? Don't let these clips fool you. I am a quick thinker. If I'm gonna execute something, I need two plan A's and one B. Why two plan A's? Because that's called a push. If I can't push from one side, I have to push from the other side. And then for B, for the backup plan, it has to make their setup fall apart. And that's what I honestly depend on is my backup plan. So if my two A's don't push, aka work, if my two A's can't push right, I'm gonna fall on my backup plan. And my backup plan doesn't rely on me, it relies on my impact on the defense. If I can make a certain player move, I can push a certain way. If I can make a certain player die or give up a spot, I can finally push a certain way because now I know this player, this power player is not holding that certain way. So I can honestly make a push and make it easier on me, you know? And probably I'm very smart. I'm smart enough to realize things don't happen. Like things happen for a reason, yes, but everything doesn't last forever. So like, be careful on what I think about because if I think it, someone might actually be playing it as if they're thinking it as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's called R6 timing, or you would say a ratter, or someone being weird, or just someone playing that spot that you knew for a fact no one shouldn't be. And that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing in Siege 2. Someone playing a spot that you have no business being in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, that's me as a player. But if I would rank myself, like literally, like when Siege Cup first came out and I look at my tier, I was a tier B, you know? I was like, that's good enough, you know? And then on here, I'm a tier C. So it was like, yeah, it was like, and I never played it at all on both consoles and PS, but yeah, like if I can rate myself, it would be like a tier B and like how good I am in Siege. But if that honestly makes sense, I hope it does, but like always, have fun. GG's.